Hello everybody and welcome your faces back to Crypto Jet, where today we're going to be talking about Vechain or VET. Now, this is a very interesting project. I think we've covered it before, but I'd like to cover it again first from a technical sort of standpoint. Let's look at the chart a little bit, and after that, we're going to take a look at some news and the actual fundamentals of the project. So let's get right into it. As you can see, even since the beginning of April, Vechain has displayed some incredible growth. So it doubled since the beginning of April. It pretty much quadrupled since the beginning of February, and it went like 10 times since the beginning of 2021. As you can see here, the price was 0.02 cents. Now it's almost 0.2, right? So the all-time high was at about almost 0.3. There's some strong resistance up here. We'll talk about that very soon. But what we can see is a break of this big uptrend in the retracement, which we can see a little bit better on the 4-hour chart. On the daily chart, we can see one important zone of support and resistance, which is something like this. It's acting as a support level for the price, not allowing it to go back down underneath. Now, let me just check something real quick. I like to take my Fibonacci retracement tool out sometimes and just see how good and how healthy retracements actually are in the market. So this seems to be a healthy retracement right about here, because it hit the 61% Fibonacci retracement level, signifying that the extent of the retracement actually was long enough, which is why we see some bullish pressure right now. But let's move on to the 4-hour time frame, and I'm going to show you something interesting. First, let's get rid of this Fib tool. Second, as you can see, there's sort of a downtrend right here, right? This sort of correction can be seen as a downtrend, and it can be plotted definitely on the graph. So you plot a line like that, and you wait for the moment when this downtrend is actually broken out of. That's how you signify to yourself the end of a correction. By the way, we have another sort of zone of resistance up here around the 26-27 cent mark, because we can see the price bouncing down from it pretty heavily 3 times in a row before dropping back down significantly. Now, we can see this huge bullish candle right here, signifying a break of the pending downtrend, right? So what does this say? It tells us, yeah, we're not in the downtrend anymore. We're doing a change in structure, a break of structure. So we're actually breaking this downtrend and continuing to make higher highs and higher lows, because that's the market situation now. So as you can see, this is a low, this is a higher low, and this is an even higher low than the previous, which means we're pretty much in an uptrend right now. That's on the hourly time frame. So pretty much that's about it with Vechain. I'm going to plot one more important zone. I think this is a crucial one, zone of support / resistance. We've hit it once again. Plotting the Fibonacci out on the smaller time frame, we can see somewhat of a retracement being followed. We might even go a bit more down. What I can see for this coin in the future is one out of 2 scenarios. One is a retest of this, a little consolidation, and then a move upwards slowly but steadily towards new all-time high, consolidation somewhere around here, and then a break eventually, and a move upwards. On the other hand, if we break down this level of support, it's not a very major level, so it's not going to be hard to break. We could see a move all the way down into the 15 cent region, where we can see another consolidation similar to what we've seen here, except this was very abrupt. But after that, we can see another move upwards, just simply because the project is a tremendous one. And now I'm going to explain exactly why. So how this is going to work is I'm going to scroll down their website while simultaneously telling you a little story about Vechain, so you can soak up knowledge from the website and from my voice at the same time. I truly believe that is of most benefit to all of us, right? So what exactly is Vechain? It is one of the largest supply chain oriented blockchains on the market, which means they focus on supply chain, logistics, and anything to do with that. So essentially they provide tracking services, inventory control, quality control, inventory management, and much more. They have a lot of substantial partnerships, such as DNV, a very diversified company founded back in the 80s. PricewaterhouseCoopers, it's one of the big four in accounting and auditing. The big four are Deloitte, PwC, and two more, kind of forgot about them, but it doesn't really matter. Another one is the National Research Conducting Center in China, which is also partnered with Vechain. And one of the bigger ones is BMW, where they are actually live testing the system on their whole logistics unit. So parts, vehicles, units, pretty much anything they can try to control and supervise. So how Vechain actually works is, without going too deep into the technology, they have this system that allows through blockchain. So you put a little tag, sort of like a tag on every single product the firm creates. And this tag is readable and the data is stored in the blockchain system. So essentially they can have every single part, every single vehicle, literally everything that's happening in their whole system stored on the blockchain technology and easily retrievable and easily communicatable, if that's even a word, with all the other parts, right? This is why Vechain is so tremendous, because it simply allows for a much more efficient tracking system in the whole logistics industry. Excuse me. So one of the unique aspects of this project is their proof of authority system, which requires nodes to be authorized before participating in blockchain consensus. Now, what does this mean? Once a node is authorized, it joins a pool with other nodes where there is no requirement for competing with others. Why is this important? Because having a non-competition system uses significantly less computing resources and allows for efficient bandwidth usage, which in turn allows for more TPS or transactions per second and a significantly larger scalability. Now, one of the bigger problems of Vechain is actually that a single node in the system is able to manipulate the entire system when adding a block. Now, this makes the whole platform vulnerable because obviously you don't want somebody screwing everything up right through one block. And there are a few things in place by Vechain to stop actual malpractice on the network. So Vechain makes it very easy to trace anything back to the control node and use the misbehavior as evidence against it, right? Or the people behind it. So they can basically prosecute anyone. And also Vechain is developing a POA, or proof of authority 2.0 system, where they will achieve absolute finality. Absolute finality means the ultimate level of security in transactions, and that's a huge increase in liability of the platform itself. Something else interesting to take into account is this economic model, or the two-token system Vechain is using. So Vechain is the coin subject to speculation, whereas VTHO is the coin that they're trying to save or secure from speculation, because they simply monitor the VTHO supply and demand so that they can efficiently execute these smart contracts and any type of business activity through this VTHO token, whilst having all of the payments and financial activities, speculation, markets, trading, and everything done with this VET token. Now, these are a little bit more information right here, and that's pretty much it about Vechain. I'm not going to go into depth about the technology because it's complicated. They simply use these smart contracts, pretty much like Ethereum. Ethereum is a network leader in smart contracts. They started it all, and then everybody else is pretty much using them now and trying to upgrade them, and Vechain is doing a tremendous job. So this is their steering committee. This is their advisory board. LinkedIn profile for everyone. I like to see that. I like to see that connected people, you know, and their newsletter right here. So thank you guys for joining in for another video. I encourage you to take a look at the white paper and to ask me a question down in the comments about this coin, so I can give you a detailed explanation about anything you want to know, even some extra price predictions, right? So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.